Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. In today's video, I will be going over my weekly roundup of pickups and reviews for April 3rd, 2025. Overall, this was an average week for pickups. Not too heavy, not too light. I think it just was the right amount. Of course, you have Companion and A Complete Unknown. Now, my slipcover edition came from Amazon. I'm hearing reports that some didn't get one, so you may want to look into Amazon if you're going to pick up a copy. And of course, we also have Criterion's Jujutsu. As for Companion, I really enjoyed this one in the theaters. It's a good take on the artificial intelligence that doesn't go down the predictable route of evil AI. Sophie Thatcher is good in her role and plays off Jack Quaid well. Warner's transfer, which supports HDR, is expectedly clean and very pleasing to look at. HDR offers a subtle enrichment to the palette, nothing overly vivid or bold, and details show nice depth with very little if no CGI present. Black levels are nicely rendered with no issues in this area. The film's Dolby Atmos is a rather self-contained experience, and it doesn't give you a full-bodied, immersive time in your home theater. Audio cues are fairly abundant and occasionally offer panning effects. High channel activity is pretty limited and mostly of the complementary variety. The extras are rather limited as well, and only a few small features going over a few aspects of the film. These more or less seem like fluff pieces and nothing of real substance. For the picture quality, I'm going to give Companion on 4K an A-. This is a good-looking picture, nothing too vivid, but I think it works. For the audio, a B+, once again, a subtle experience, but enjoyable. And the extras, unfortunately, I think they rank a C. Director James Mangold makes a return of form with this compelling Bob Dylan biopic starring Timothée Chalamet. I'm a fan of Dylan's music, and it's good to see his progress from the beginning to when he went electric in his career. A Complete Unknown's transfer boasts a very nice bump in detail with nicely realized textures. The disc offers both HDR and Dolby Vision, and it does a good job bringing the film's 60s-era earthy aesthetic to life. The movie's vintage style is handled well on the format, and black levels are dialed in with no issues. The music of Bob Dylan is the heart and soul of this Atmos mix, and it has plenty for fans to enjoy. No, it's not the most immersive in regard to height activity, some very light audio cues up there, though the rest of the surround environment has plenty going for it. Music beats crowd noise during concerts, and other ambience frequently pull the listener in. The low end has a bit of heft, but doesn't become overly aggressive. Dialogue is clean. As for extras, there's an audio commentary from the director and a 20-plus minute making of on the Blu-ray. It's not the most comprehensive of bonus materials, but at least it's something. For the picture quality, I scored it an A. It's a very nice looking image, and an A- for the Atmos mix. There's plenty going for it. And for the extras, I graded them a B. Honestly, I think the 4K is the way to go, especially since the 4K supports Atmos and the standard Blu-ray 5.1 only. I love classic Japanese cinema of all varieties. Jujutsu is, in my opinion, a very compelling and interesting supernatural drama set during the 16th century. Criterion used a new restoration transfer of the film for its release on the 4K format. To my eyes, it has never looked better. Sure, there are some inherent source limitations, but the condition is rather improved over Criterion's existing Blu-ray. Grain structure is preserved well across the board. Improvements in overall detail is appreciable, but naturally doesn't come close to razor-sharp levels in terms of clarity. There is no HDR support for the film, but general grayscale is pleasing nonetheless. White shows some instances of blooming, but nothing egregious. Black levels do sometimes fluctuate slightly, but once again, it's related to the source and not overly troublesome. The film's sound design, from a Japanese LPCM 1.0 track, is a bit limited in what it has to offer, and it does exhibit some slight unevenness in its delivery. The extras included are the same ones from Criterion's previous release and are on the accompanying Blu-ray disc. For the picture quality, I scored this one an A-. For the audio, a B, and for the extras, a B+. Overall, do I think this is worth the upgrade, especially if you have Criterion's previous Blu-ray? That's really up for you to decide. I think true fans will be happy with the upgrade. So that was this week's roundup and reviews for the titles I picked up on 4K for the week of April 3rd, 2025. If you're interested in what I talked about in this video, I will post direct links in the comments section. But now it's your turn to let the rest of us know, what did you pick up this week? Sound off down below. And finally, a special thank you to my patrons for your continued support. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.